Hey, Kyle. What you looking at there?
Hey, Johnny, I was just getting ready to grade the formative assessments from the branches of government lesson.
Ah, same here. Shall we?
My students seem to understand the roles of government, but are struggling to remember which branch they're assigned to.
Same.
Well, since we both have students who are experiencing confusion in this one area, what can we do to help fill in the gap in our students' knowledge?
Well, this lesson has a lot of information, and that may be causing them to lose focus. But what if we broke up the lecture with a fun group learning activity? Each group could represent one of the branches of government, discuss their responsibilities, and then present their response to the class.
That's a great idea. A lively discussion among peers would make the content more memorable.
Say, Kyle, would you mind coming to observe my class when I implement this activity? I think your input would be really helpful.
I'd love to. Thanks again for letting me observe your lesson, Johnny. The fresh perspective allowed me to reflect on my teaching practices and how they affect my students' learning.
Well, if civics teaches us anything, it's the importance of checks and balances. Speaking of, I'd love to hear your feedback.
Well, first off, I think your activity was really engaging. However, students only got to explore the responsibilities of one branch of government, when our data shows that they struggle with all three. This gave me an idea.
Go on.
Well, since each branch has a different role, why not transform the group activity into a role-playing exercise? Each student could represent a different branch of government, and then they could act out the process of passing and evaluating a law.
Ah, that way they could compare their unique responsibilities, which will help them to remember what the different branches do.
Exactly.
What a great idea. How about I come observe your class to see how your students respond to it?
Of course, and I would love to compare notes afterward.
Great job, Kyle. This modified activity really resonated with your students.
Thank you, and it was very helpful building off your original idea. Glancing at these formative assessments, I can already see an improvement in my students' proficiency.
With the data that we've collected, we'll be able to design even more effective lesson plans in the future. In fact, I have an idea for our upcoming lesson on the Electoral College.
Great. You can tell me all about it in our next PLC, which begins now.
Awesome. I recently saw this documentary and it gave me a great idea for how we might explain why the election